Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Amiga, my team is Synex, and today I got a dual commentary with a good mate of mine. A lot of you probably all know him, Wasabi. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad yourself. It's great to be on.
Yeah, it's good. Thanks a lot for coming to my channel today, Wasabi. It's really good of you, mate.
No worries, anytime.
Obviously, you've probably got a bit of a workload there, by the looks of it.
It's not too bad. It's not too bad.
That's alright. Obviously, as you guys all know, the very well loved and very, sort of known team MF ended actually a couple of days ago, and obviously a lot of you are going, oh, geez, what's happened to MF and that sort of thing. I guess there's a lot of questions sort of running around the community, but we're gonna obviously ask Jared and actually Wasabi, that is, and find out what actually happened. But we'll start off with first sort of how you started, Wasabi. What actually got you into the whole YouTube thing? What actually got you into the whole thing, and
Yep.
sort of.
Alright, so first I started off, I was just playing around with friends, just playing Halo and playing COD, and that link me stuff like COD montages, stuff like that, and eventually we all stumbled across trick shotting kind of thing, and me and Kanga and my friend Simba, we actually had a really crappy capture card already on my computer that I just had for just
Okay,
recording bad Halo gameplay, and we actually just messed around in private matches, hit some really bad shots, but it was a lot of fun, and we posted them up to YouTube, and you might have heard Kanga say it a few times, once or twice, back in the early days. You are Grizz Maybe, and that's what we called ourselves, and that's what we had fun doing. It's
That's
a fun
awesome, yeah.
adaptation of the podcast You Ain't Grizz Baby, so we were trick shotting, so we are Grizz Maybe, and yeah,
Hey,
that's how it got started.
that's awesome. Obviously I've seen a few of your videos. You do a lot of Q&As, don't you, and stuff like that on your channel, right? As of now.
Yeah, I do a few.
What got you sort of running on YouTube? What was the first idea of videos that you actually started uploading on your channel when you first made your
Um,
channel?
oh well, sorry for cutting you off, but yeah, Jack,
That's alright.
he started up a trick shot tutorial channel, as you know, and
Yeah. Is
I
that the
ordered.
King You Can't Snipe one, eh?
Yeah, can't
Yeah,
stop,
yeah.
sorry. But yeah, he got an easy cap, and he's like, dude, get one. We can do this together. And I was like, yeah, cool beans, all right.
Oh, yeah.
And so he's doing trick shot tutorials, and he's like, hey, why don't you do a tutorial? And I was like, oh, you reckon? Isn't that kind of your thing? And he's like, no, man, go ahead, do it. So I started doing tutorials. He started doing tutorials, then I started doing tutorials a bit later, and it grew from there, and it's still been heaps of fun.
That's awesome, man. So obviously, as of now, you do a lot more sort of Q&As, than trick shot tutorials. Is that more sort of IRL sort of things? Do you still do a lot of those? Do you think you still do a lot of those trick shot tutorials on your channel, or do you think it's more for probably Kanga?
Uh,
Um,
when the new stuff comes out, I'll definitely chuck some tutorials, some new spots, everything
oh,
like
awesome!
that.
Yeah.
Um,
That'll be great. Yeah.
and the Q&As, I just love to be able to talk to my subscribers, love to be able to get feedback and just have a bit of fun with them, and get some commentaries out there, just so you guys can have a laugh, get to know me, all this and that, and just have some fun with my channel.
Yeah, that sounds really good, Wasabi. That's probably the best thing about YouTube, eh? We can just sort of talk to your subs and have a good old as me as a commentator, and you obviously do your Q&As and all that. It's good to sort of relate to your subscribers, eh?
Yeah,
Rather than on my opinion than making sort of montages and that all the time. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You can sort of
yeah. Like
talk to your subs and that.
montages, they're really fun to watch, but
Yeah,
you don't get that personal connection that
that's right.
you
Yeah,
get with
I agree.
commentaries.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's not a
that's
diss
it.
on montages or anything. They're amazing.
Yeah. I myself personally love watching montages and that. It's great. It's great to see. I just obviously on my personal sort of note, I enjoy doing obviously the commentaries more. It's probably what you're more like, isn't it?
Uh,
S-
yeah. I'm
sort
not
of.
the best COD player, so
Yeah,
just
yeah.
commentaries are my thing. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's alright. I see. Probably we'll go to where do you sort of see your channel in the future? Obviously, your Wasabi HD channel. Where do you sort of see it going? You know what I mean? Like I was talking to you before, we actually did this commentary, and you're saying that you want to upload more regularly, and probably more frequent videos, and also different variety. So, what sort of things do you think you'll be doing in the future, Wasabi?
Yeah, so in the future, I'm gonna, like I said, with the tutorials and the spots and everything like that, when they come up, I'm gonna chuck them up. But I'm actually gonna chuck up some more commentaries, some hopefully get some prank calls. Hopefully just
He's gonna do the old pranks, eh?
Yeah, the prank calls.
Nice.
Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. But yeah, just mix it up and get a few videos out a week, so I can talk to you guys. And the future for my channel, it would be amazing if we could get like 40 billion subscribers, but I really doubt that's gonna happen. So
oh yeah,
just
of course.
just a bit of fun, and just some
more so of a
petrol
hobby,
money,
isn't it?
pocket money
Right.
on the side.
Yeah, just more so a bit of a hobby and stuff. It's just really good to be able to
it is.
to
It's
sort
a
of
great
relate to
hobby.
the world out there, and obviously your community. It's I think it's amazing. It's an awesome thing.
Yeah.
Obviously you've just said it'd be nice to have a lot of subs. How far do you actually plan to go with the whole YouTube thing? Do you think you're gonna give it up anytime soon, or sometime in the future? Maybe you'll move on or something. Or do you think it'll just always be sort of there in the background? What do you reckon?
I don't see myself giving it up anytime soon, but
oh yeah, that's
who knows
good,
what the future will hold. Maybe I'll get a job that requires me to not do YouTube, or
okay,
something like that. But I don't see myself exploding or anything like that.
or your missus might smash your Xbox over. You never know.
Yeah,
just like hitting the sniping at her.
Playing 24/7, not a good thing.
Yeah, no, that's right. Obviously, there's a massive question, Wasabi, going around probably right at this moment. If you don't mind me asking, obviously your team MF recently ended, isn't it right?
It is.
There's a lot of people saying, oh, MF was my dream team. Oh, it's so sad to see it go. I saw a lot of comments going through on that video that you made that basically announced that it had finished.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that soon, but I'll start off. What actually made? Obviously, I've already talked to Kangaroo about this, but what personally made you start up MF? Like, what was your personal thought on making a team after your personal channel?
Yeah. All right. So it was a joint thing by me and Jack, or me and Kanga, and basically Jack said to me, I'd always thought about starting a team, but just in the back I thought it would be just a bit of fun. And then Jack said, hey, let's start up this team. We've got some guys in the competitive world who can help us out with a bunch of stuff, and this is the prime opportunity to do it. And what better opportunity is there? So me and Jack, being the people that we are, we leaped at the opportunity because it would probably be one of the best ones that we get, and we jumped for it, and we took it, and we see how far it took us, and it went a pretty decent way.
It did. It definitely did. It's got a lot of subs for an Australian clan. You guys did awesomely well. I thought it was you guys did such an amazing job. We'll probably move on to what was it like, your time in MF? Was it really good? All the fans and things like that. Did you have a good time, and what sort of was it like to be in sort of in that position in MF?
It was actually really amazing. I got to meet lots of players that I'd never even noticed, to be honest. And I got to meet them, got to see how the community was from being in a clan point of view. I got to see how people were, how people reacted, and it was really, really nice to see the great reaction that we got. But saying that, it was also pretty hard, like how like you said, that it was their people's dream clan, and we had to decline some people, like we couldn't get everyone in here, so that was pretty hard, seeing not being able to accept everyone, which kind of sucks, but that's the way it is.
Yep, I understand that from a leader's point of view. It is very hard to decline people, especially when they say, look, it's my dream team and, it'd mean the world if I could get in the clan. And obviously you can't, not all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously there's a standard to put in place and things like that.
Yeah.
Obviously the biggest question now that everyone wants to know is why on earth did you end MF? As crazy as it sounds, I never thought it would happen myself. I thought you guys were doing really good, but why? What actually happened, Jared? What actually happened to MF?
Yeah. So what happened was at the start it was it sounds like weird to say this, but we were kind of like a family. We were close. We got to know everyone and we played together like every night pretty much, and we'd just get parties of 6, 2 parties of 6, whatever, and we'd just go ham in the public lobbies, and it was just great. And then people like Evade and everything, who's now in Saw, and that's just name dropping, but but like everyone like that, they like we had amazing players, and it was strange that they even weren't in massive clans before MF, but other clans started to notice the value that they had and the part they played in the team, and they got picked up by people like Saw, and that's just the biggest one so far, and got picked up by bigger and better clans, and we picked up new players and they were amazing, they were great, but our original roster had all gone, and even though it wasn't really a second gen, it felt like a second gen of MF, which me and Jack were both pretty much first gen or nothing kind of people.
Okay, yeah.
So that's pretty much why, and it kind of lost its flavour that it had to it.
Okay, so obviously you had a lot of mates in Mindfreak, and they all sort of moved on to bigger teams. It's sort of, I sort of know where you're coming from. It's not the same, is it?
Yeah.
They say, oh, yeah, we'll always party out, but they don't always because they're too busy, with their whatever they're doing. It's not like a team so much, is it?
Yeah,
anymore,
yeah.
Once you
it's not.
You sort of
like,
lose all your.
Yeah, the
your
people
members.
that were in MF.
What was the actual?
No, you go on.
Okay, what was the actual crush, point of, okay, it's time to finish, it's no good? What actually set that off?
Well, it was, we were noticing that, players left. We'd picked up new players, and they were great. Big thanks to them, but the last OG member, Jezzo, left, and...
Okay. Yeah,
so we were kind of like, well, we don't really have anyone original left except for myself and Jack. So
okay.
Yeah.
I do remember there was a lot of comments saying, oh, it's all ended because of Jezzo and all that.
Yeah. Blame Jezzo.
I hope Jezzo doesn't get too much hate out of it.
Blame Jezzo 2012. Get it done. #.
Oh jeez, I'm sorry, mate. We didn't mean to do that.
There's actually a funny Facebook page that was made about Jezzo. I won't share it.
Oh dear me. Yeah. I actually I've known Jezzo for a while. Actually, he came out of Mars a long time ago. When I knew Mars and that, and yeah, he's been a quite a good mate for a long time. Yeah. So, yeah, obviously, Jezzo, mate, what have you done here? But it's alright. We didn't mean to sort of bring your name out too much, but yeah, that I see what you mean. Like, this that crush to point of, the last person sort of left, and that's just it. You've just you can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Probably lost some motivation, would you say, as well?
Yeah. When we started to see all the friends that we'd made over time, just slowly start to leave for we're still friends with them, we're still great mates, and
of course, yeah,
they left for bigger clans and better clans, and so that's kind of what happened. But we did pick up new players, and they were great, but it just wasn't the same feeling kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, obviously it's a real shame that MF sort of ended. There were obviously a lot of people looked up to you guys and stuff like that. hopefully, you know, there might be another team, you know, sort of like MF one day, that people can look to again in Australia.
Yeah, maybe even Synex. Get it done.
Maybe we're not sure, you know. We're getting there, but yeah, we do the very best that we can.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe, you know, one day, maybe Synex or maybe another team. You just never know. But we just hope for the community's sake that maybe they can look up to one team again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they did to MF.
Yeah, one team to rep AU.
Yeah, it's the number one.
Yeah.
Basically, I'd probably ask you one last sort of question. I always ask, obviously, everyone that I talk to, what sort of advice have you got yourself for the community? If they maybe want to start up a big team or even a personal channel like yours, if they wanted to, you know, just a little bit of advice so the community can have a few ideas, you know, if they want to get big and stuff like that.
Alright, first of all, for starting up your own channel, just pick a name. It doesn't have to be like something you know, out there never thought of before, but just don't make your channel XX legit snipes 1270 269 XX.
Yeah.
And yeah, I kind of made a bit of a mistake adding naming my channel Wasabi HD because it's a bit overused, the HD bit. But you know, and
well, it's a bit hard to go back now, Jared. But
yeah. But make some friends. You know, it's pretty easy to make friends. Don't be a dick, be a nice guy, and you'll make friends
of course,
worth keeping. And just got to remember to have fun with the game. It's a I'm not gonna lie, it's a struggle getting out there when you're new, but after
of course, as everyone does it, sort of thing now, eh?
Yeah, like especially everyone does it, especially in the trick shotting community, where it's all based on skill and editing, which is, it's pretty hard to get an editor when you have 0 subs. So
yeah,
you know, you've got to get that out there. And like if you're just starting up, you know, I didn't do this, but it's not a bad thing to, you know, buy a sub box spot off someone in FaZe, or get an editor to edit your episode for some money, because that'll go up on their channel, on the editor's channel, and you can get some exposure through that. So
yes, as you're saying, like every little bit counts, eh? Just to get your name out there.
You don't have to spend like $100, just a few dollars here and there, and you know, it will help you out. And for a clan, you want to get people who you can trust, people that you can play with and rely on consistently. So you ideally want to start it up with mates, and that's what we did with MF. And you know, and the mates, they'll do their best to make the clan the best.
Awesome. That's great advice, Jared. Thank you very much for sharing that with everyone.
No worries.
Thanks so much for again coming onto my channel. It's really good of you, mate. To come and talk to
anytime. It was great being on.
Oh, thanks for that. Well, this has been Synex Omega here, and obviously Jared or Wasabi. Hopefully, maybe another commentary in the future, Jared, or something like that.
Yep.
Yep, for sure.
Look
And
forward to
be
it.
sure to check out, if you haven't already seen Wasabi, be sure to check out his channel. I'll leave it in the description. But thanks again, guys.
Alright, see ya.